Have you ever contemplated the mystifying exploits of Alexander the Great? One of the most beguiling aspects of his narrative involves a gargantuan wall and the legendary tribes of Gog and Magog. In the Alexander Romance, a splendid medley of myths and traditional tales, we explore these adventures in depth. Here, we encounter a world where Alexander the Great, identified as Dul Qarnayn, the mighty conqueror with two horns, faces off against the monstrous tribes of Gog and Magog. This challenge, deeply embedded in Dul Qarnayn's tales, is as daunting as it is captivating. Before we delve further into the enigmatic adventures, let's take a moment to understand what the Alexander Romance actually is. This collection is not a single unified text, but a medley of fantastical tales about Alexander the Great. It's a hodgepodge of narratives, each more captivating than the last, which have evolved and expanded over centuries, often shaped by the culture and era in which they were retold. In this rich tapestry of tales, Alexander is not just a conqueror, but a multifaceted character who dons many roles. He is portrayed as a hero, a prophet, a philosopher, and even a god. These stories provide us with a kaleidoscopic view of Alexander, painting him in different lights, each more fascinating than the previous. Now that we have a basic understanding of what the Alexander Romance is, let's dive into one of its most intriguing tales. A tale that features a formidable wall and the legendary tribes of Gog and Magog. It's a story that showcases Alexander's indomitable spirit, his strategic prowess, and his relentless pursuit of order amidst chaos. So brace yourselves as we embark on this thrilling journey through the annals of the Alexander Romance. As we prepare ourselves to delve deeper into the tales of Alexander the Great, let's take a detour into the realm of conspiracy theories. The internet, a modern-day Pandora's box, is rife with theories about Gog and Magog. In the darker corners of cyberspace, you'll find claims that these tribes originate not from the remote territories of the north, but from the hollow earth, a concept that suggests a vast habitable space exists beneath our feet. Adding to these fascinating theories, let's explore Alexander's journey to the land of darkness. According to the tales, he supposedly encountered a race of people residing in this sunless world. These individuals, never having seen the sun, add a unique twist to the narrative, enhancing its sense of mystery and intrigue. These theories propose that Gog and Magog are not mythical creatures, but real entities that reside in this subterranean world, waiting for a time when they will emerge and wreak havoc on the surface world. Although these theories are not backed by scientific evidence, they add an intriguing layer to the Alexander Romance. They transform Alexander's encounter with the tribes from a simple tale of heroism into an exploration of the unknown, a journey into the depths of the earth and the depths of our fears. Whether you believe in these theories or not, they certainly make the tale of Alexander, the Impenetrable Wall, the tribes of Gog and Magog, and his journey to the land of darkness even more fascinating. Now let's return to our main narrative and explore how Alexander confronted these formidable tribes. Our tale takes root in the remote territories of the north, where a vast wall stretches out across the vista, a structure any other. This wall, said to be erected by divine hands, is the impenetrable barrier constructed by Dul Qarnayn as accounted in the Alexander Romance. Dul Qarnayn, who many scholars suggest was Alexander the Great, was tasked with building this fortification to protect the civilized world from the feared tribes of Gog and Magog. These tribes, often depicted with a fierce savagery and barbarism, reside in a realm vastly removed from civilization. Yet Alexander, or Dul Qarnayn, was not one to be deterred. In several versions of the narrative, he builds gates within this formidable wall, a testament to his authority over these tribes and his relentless pursuit of order amidst chaos. Alternatively, in other renditions of the tale, Alexander outwits the barrier entirely, bypassing it with the cunning and strategic prowess that made him one of the most revered conquerors of the ancient world. As we've been peeling back the layers of Alexander's enigmatic adventures, it's time we delve into some of the more unusual narratives from the Alexander Romance. As our story unfolds, we find Alexander not just a conqueror of vast territories, but also a navigator of the uncharted realms of mythology and the supernatural. As the story goes, during his extensive travels, Alexander reportedly encountered flying entities, creatures that soared through the skies with an otherworldly grace. Described in ancient texts as gleaming, fast-moving, and unlike anything known to man, these entities were said to have bewildered and intrigued Alexander, a man who was no stranger to the extraordinary. Now, if we view these accounts through the lens of the modern world, one might interpret these flying entities as what we today call UFOs, or unidentified flying objects. While this might seem like a leap of logic, remember that these ancient accounts were written in a time when our understanding of the world was vastly different. For the people of Alexander's era, these flying entities were as real as the sun in the sky and the earth beneath their feet. Could it be possible that Alexander, the great conqueror, had an encounter with extraterrestrial life? Or were these flying entities merely a product of the imaginative storytelling that characterizes the Alexander romance? As with many aspects of Alexander's life, the truth remains shrouded in mystery. As we continue to unravel the enigma that is Alexander, we'll explore his supposed encounters with the Ark of the Covenant, a mystical artifact said to house the very voice of God. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the enigmatic adventures of Alexander the Great. Did you know there's a fascinating link between Alexander the Great and the Ark of the Covenant? This gold-covered wooden chest described in the book of Exodus has been the source of countless tales and legends. It is believed to house the 2 stone tablets of the 10 Commandments. Now, some theories suggest that Alexander the Great might have come into contact with the Ark during his conquests. In fact, the 1st century CE Jewish historian Flavius Josephus recounted that Alexander journeyed to Jerusalem, where he saw a prophecy in the book of Daniel about a Greek leader defeating the Persians. Something Alexander was probably happy to hear. In light of this, while there's no proof he took the Ark as a souvenir, he did visit the area, perhaps more investigating is in order. Isn't it enthralling? Imagine the legendary conqueror standing before the sacred artifact. The Ark of the Covenant, said to be a direct communication line with the divine, in the hands of a man who was often considered a god himself. The potential implications of such an encounter are mind-boggling, adding another layer of intrigue to the already enigmatic adventures of Alexander. While these theories are speculative, they certainly add a dash of mystery to our tale. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into Alexander's encounters with the tribes of Gog and Magog, and explore the enduring allure of this iconic figure. Now, let's take a detour on our historical journey and explore a tantalizing theory that suggests the Ark of the Covenant could have been an unidentified flying object, a UFO, and that Alexander the Great might have used it to his advantage. Some theorists propose that the Ark was not merely a sacred artifact, but a technologically advanced device from an extraterrestrial civilization. Imagine, if you can, the Ark hovering above the battlefields, its mysterious power turning the tide in favor of Alexander's forces. Reports from antiquity, although not verifiable, speak of celestial objects in the sky during some of Alexander's most crucial battles. Could these have been misinterpretations of the Ark in action? Or perhaps they were the Ark itself, summoned by Alexander to strike fear into the hearts of his enemies and inspire his troops. But of course, these theories are speculative and highly controversial. They stir the pot of our historical understanding and challenge the conventional narrative. Yet they offer an exhilarating perspective, adding a thrilling twist to Alexander's saga. Whether you choose to believe in these theories or not, they undeniably add an intriguing layer to the enigmatic adventures of Alexander the Great. So, buckle up as we dive back into history and get ready to explore Alexander's encounters with the tribes of Gog and Magog. As we continue our journey, let's delve into 2 intriguing biblical passages that add further depth to our exploration. The first one is the story of Ezekiel's vision found in the book of Ezekiel. In this passage, the prophet Ezekiel describes a visionary experience involving a complex, wheel-like object in the sky, accompanied by strange creatures. The description is eerily similar to modern UFO sightings. Could this have been a sighting of the Ark of the Covenant in action, or perhaps another extraterrestrial vehicle? Next is the account of the Battle of Jericho, where the walls of the city miraculously collapse after the Israelites encircle it and blow their trumpets. Could this have been the result of some advanced technological intervention, possibly linked to the Ark of the Covenant? Some interpretations suggest so. These passages, when viewed through the lens of our theory, offer fascinating parallels. Could the Ark of the Covenant, as suggested in Scene 7, have been a UFO or a technologically advanced device? And could Alexander the Great, a man of great ambition and strategic brilliance, have harnessed its power in his encounters with the tribes of Gog and Magog, as we will see in Scene 9? This is, of course, all conjecture. Yet these theories and parallels provide a fascinating lens through which to view the enigmatic adventures of Alexander the Great. As we move forward, keep these possibilities in mind. They may just change the way you perceive the world of Alexander and his enduring allure. As we journey through the chapters of Alexander's tale, we find ourselves intrigued by a captivating story of his encounter with a mythical creature, the Rock. Was it a bird, though? Some conjectures propose that the Rock could have been a portrayal of a UFO. Characterized as enormous in size, the Rock, capable of lifting an elephant with its talons, might have been a misunderstood image of a massive airborne object. Alexander taming and controlling the Rock, employing its might and magnitude for his benefit, can be perceived as him exploiting sophisticated technology. This adds an element of enigma and mystery to the narrative, underlining Alexander's legendary stature and his relationship with the mythical and supernatural, or alternatively, the extraterrestrial. Thus begins the Alexander romance, a brilliant portrayal of Alexander the Great's legendary exploits and the enigmatic charm of Dul-Qarnayn. This epic narrative unfolds the stories of mighty conquerors, a monumental wall, and the fabled tribes of Gog and Magog. A closer look reveals Alexander's strategic genius during his fascinating encounters with these mythical tribes. His interaction with the Ark of the Covenant, a source of immense intrigue, forms a key part of this narrative. Theories surrounding the Ark as a UFO, a bewildering blend of history and science fiction, add another layer to the mystique of Alexander and his incredible journeys. This tale is not just about conquering territories. It's about winning hearts and minds, transforming brutality into civilization. And we delve deeper into the Alexander romance. We bear witness to how Alexander and Dul-Qarnayn skillfully navigate through the realms of the real and the supernatural. This narrative serves as a testament to the enduring fascination we hold for Alexander the Great and Dul-Qarnayn, men whose legacies continue to enchant us even in the 23rd century. Their awe-inspiring adventures continue to spark our imagination, guiding us through a timeless journey to a world where myth and history blur into one. Here, Alexander the Great and Dul-Qarnayn, just conquerors. They are legends who move in realms of gold, their names forever etched in the annals of mythical and supernatural lore.